welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Ebony, and today's video we are doing my yearly 2022 goals. I thought I'd show them to you guys, and then I thought also I would explain to you all how to organize your 2022 yearly goals. So let's go ahead and get into it. So if I'm looking down, I have my MacBook right here, so I'm going to be looking down at it, just reading it off, and then I'll also put it on the screen for you guys to reference as well. What I normally like to do is I just grab the Excel sheets under my Gmail. It's very helpful. It's like Google Docs but as an Excel sheet. So that's pretty much how I organize everything. So what I did was I broke it up into 5 different categories. I sort of do it like that so I'm not having a ton of goals that I'm just, you know, randomly having to achieve, but it just looks more organized whenever I do it in 5 different categories. So for health and wellness, of course, I'm sure this is everybody's goal, but I just want to move more, not necessarily do like a hardcore exercise every single day, but I just want to be more active and more willing to like close my rings on my watch, aware of hitting like my 10,000 steps per day, more mindful when eating, you know, snacking less, eating more nutritious foods, those fruits and vegetables, just making sure that consumes most of my intake. Also, I really have enjoyed learning about intuitive eating, so I have been researching that. So just mainly be more aware of what I'm putting in my body. My overall goal for 2022 is to lose 20 pounds, and then overall, as far as health and wellness, I want to drink more water. Starting the goal off of doing about half a gallon a day and then working my way up to a gallon. But overall, I just want to be more mindful of taking in more liquids. Of course, that helps with the weight loss, and that also helps with, you know, being mindful of not eating the junk food and snacking a whole lot. So overall, for health and wellness, those are pretty much my 4 things that I really want to work on. So those are my ultimate goals. So my next category is lifestyle. So for lifestyle, these are just things I want to incorporate within my life that I feel like they would help set me up for success. So the 3 things I want to do is I want to create a morning routine, and I did talk about this in the January reset. I just want to have it to where I know exactly what I'm doing in the morning that sets me up for success. So if that, you know, consists of meditating, consists of journaling, consists of exercising, I just want to have that all written down and practice and perfect it. Next, I want to be more mindful of my skin. Of course, I'm getting older. I'm about to be 30. Actually, when you guys see this video, I just turned 30. So I just want to be mindful of like skincare, and I've always been the type of person, I honestly just wash my face with water in the morning. But I just want to research and learn a little bit more about skincare and actually create like a skincare routine to make sure, you know, I have that youthful look as I continue to get older, but also I know how important it is to take care of your skin as well. And then last but not least, which sort of goes into my creating a morning routine, but I just want to get ready routine. Being self-employed is very hard to have like a routine set in place every morning because you can pretty much do whatever you want. So I want to make sure I get ready, I put makeup on, I get myself together. Goes back off of that, creating that morning routine. It helps me be more productive and amped to actually get things done throughout the day. So I decided to do like a category for habits because I feel like from the videos that I've watched from other people, nobody really has a habit. Nobody really has like a habit category. So basically I just created this as in this is something that I want to make a habit for 2022. So my first thing is I want to read every day. So usually I'll do about 10 to 15 minutes in the morning or either in the bathtub at night. I find that that's the most relaxing and way to sort of slow down my thoughts and be able to take in the knowledge that I'm reading. And I put in there to read 5 books as well. So I want to not only read nonfiction books because that's usually what I go towards, but I also want to read fiction books. I put in there a habit to read 5 books, but also the habit is mainly to read every single day. But this journal also has a habit tracker in here, so I'm using this to journal, but also to track my habits as far as reading daily as well. So the next thing, like I just said, is journaling. I love to journal. However, for 2021, I didn't make it a habit. I just did it whenever I was feeling like I needed to get my thoughts out of my head, or I needed like a brain dump or whatever, or if I was feeling emotional, I would write in it. Having a journal definitely helps with that. So I want to make that a habit this year, to journal at least 4 to 5 times a week, if not every day. So far for the month of January, and I'm also using that habit tracker for that as well. For the month of January, I have done every day besides one day. So this becoming a habit will actually be pretty easy for me, but I want to make sure that I'm tracking that as well. The next habit that I want to do is to meditate more. I feel like meditating definitely helps with those thoughts and anxiety and life, basically. But right now I'm reading the book called Stop Overthinking, and I just purchased it off of Amazon, and so far it's been pretty good. It does have like a lot of tips and tricks in there on how to deal with thoughts and methods on how to cope with anxiety, and what it says is stop overthinking, 23 techniques to relieve stress, stop negative spirals, declutter your mind, and focus on the present. So the next category, and I'm gonna go through this real quick because this video is gonna be super long, but the next category is personal growth. So for my personal growth, I want to just be more mindful of quite a few things. I don't want to go into it too in depth because they're pretty self-explanatory, but one is to enjoy my own journey. Basically stop comparing myself to other people. So I want to challenge myself more, and then also travel more. I put that in on the same line. To make new friendships. I'm very introverted when it comes to people outside like my little group, which is mainly my family, but I want to, you know, go the extra mile to build those relationships and just make new friends in general. I want to become more spiritual, so I just want to research spirituality, just learn more about it. I want to practice self-love, inspire others, be more patient, open-minded, and also be respectful. And I'm a very respectful person. I didn't really, thinking about it now, I probably could have put something different, but mainly just thinking before I speak. Think things through before speaking out loud, and thinking how it's going to affect that person that I'm talking to. So overall, I just want to be more mindful when I'm communicating to people. I hope that makes sense. But financially, I know this is a little bit of a stretch. I think we'll meet it, but I want to say $50,000, and that's for the whole year of 2022. I know some people see it's very small, but that's the whole year of 2022. And then Mintler, I told you guys in my last video that for January I had a children's boutique that I want to launch this year, and I want to scale it to about $2,000 to $5,000 a month. I want to pay off all credit cards. I did the Dave Ramsey thing right before COVID, so 2019, and we paid off all of our credit cards. We paid off our car. So if you have not heard of Dave Ramsey, I would definitely recommend reading his book. It's actually really, really good. I don't agree with every single thing in there, but definitely paying off debt and doing the snowball effect has helped us out tremendously with paying off debt. So I would recommend that book to anyone. Also is to do more student loan research. Right now they are delaying the payback for student loans, but I just want to do more research and figure out what's the best option for me. And then of course hit my AdSense program on YouTube. I'm super close to doing that, so I want to make sure I hit that goal this year. I've been doing YouTube for about, I think it'd be 3 years in June, but I stop and start so much that I haven't been able to hit that. So that's definitely a goal for 2022 for me. So those are my goals for 2022. And next I just want to go over a few steps on how I actually organize my goals, and maybe some tips and tricks that you can use to organize your goals to make sure that you obtain them this year. I know it's so important, that it's so exciting to write down your goals for the beginning of the year. You feel like you got a fresh new start, but organizing them and maintaining them and achieving them sometimes can be the hardest part. So I thought I'd give us another scenery in the background. But, so I just wrote them down on my notebook. So let's go ahead and quickly go through these and see if you guys like them. So how I organize my yearly goals. First off, I would recommend organizing your goals. So going through, like what I would do is go through all of my 2022 goals, break them down into like if it's a continuous goal or if it's a goal that needs to be broken down. So for example, and I have my laptop right here as well. That's what I'm looking at too. So a continuous goal would be to enjoy my own journey. That's not necessarily something that I need to break down each month to achieve that goal. That's just something I need to be aware of. And what I would recommend doing is reading your yearly goals. Whenever you do like your monthly resets or like you're restarting each month, to go ahead and read those continuous goals so that they're fresh on your mind each month, to where you're sort of working on that, but it's not necessarily something that needs to be broken down like drink more water. So I know that I want to drink a half a gallon every single day, so I know goal that I need to hit every single day. So that would be something that's in my planner, in my habit tracker, things like that. So I hope that makes complete sense. But organizing your goals that way, to just say, okay, these goals need to be broken down each month for me to achieve them every single day. These goals are my continuous goals that I need to continue to work on, and let me just make sure I'm reading them at the beginning of each month so that I'm staying on track and I'm keeping them on top of mind. I would recommend reviewing your goals each month, like I just said, and to add them to your monthly reset goals. So if you have like your 3 different categories, let's say you have financial, you have health and wellness, and you have lifestyle. So you know that, for example, if you need to eat more fruits and vegetables, that needs to be your health and wellness. So instead of just saying I want to eat more fruits and vegetables, you can say I want to eat 2 servings of fruit every single day for the month of February. So you will take those goals that need to be achievable versus the continuous goals and break them down each month to get towards your goal that you're wanting to get towards. I feel like I need to give another example. Another example would be to exercise more. Instead of saying for the month of February I want to exercise more like we did for our yearly goals, we're going to say I want to do 5,000 steps every single day for February, or I want to do 5,000 steps 3 times a week in February. So you would write that down on your monthly resets to get you towards exercising more. So for number 3, it's pretty simple. 1, you're going to type them down on your computer. So you're going to type them down. 2, you're going to place them in your Notes app. I know if you have an iPhone, we have our Notes app. If you have an Android, you can download a Notes app. But put all the goals that you have for the year, put them in your Notes app, put them in your computer, and also write them down. Writing them down is very important. Don't skip that step, because when you write them down, it's embedded in your mind so much more than typing them. So always make sure you write them down. The reason why you're going to put them in these 3 places is, 1, that anywhere you go you have access to them. If you have, because you're not going to forget your phone, so you know that you will always have them on you at all times. So it's very important to read through them anytime like you feel like you're having an off day. So to always be reminded of your goals, you always want to make sure you have them in those 3 locations. So our next goal, which is our non-habit goal, so the goals that would definitely be under that personal growth, would be to journal about them. So if you're journal, like for me, I'm journaling every day, so I'm going to journal about those things when I achieve something, or a situation that happened that I was more open-minded, or a situation that happened that maybe I thought before I spoke, you know. So I'm continuously working on it and writing it out and journaling about it. Also, for the habit goals, you want to make sure, like I said, you have a habit tracker. You can purchase habit trackers on Amazon, on Etsy. I'm pretty sure you can find some templates on Pinterest as well. But if you want to definitely see your progress, I would recommend getting a habit tracker. It has definitely made a huge difference for me as well. You'll see like the whole entire month and you'd be like, yeah, I was on my game, I did it, you know, I know I met my goal. And then you realize, oh, I only drunk 64 ounces of water for half the month, so next month I need to be on my game even more. So it definitely makes you step back a little bit and see exactly where you are and where you want to go. And my last advice for how to organize your yearly goals is to honestly just be open-minded, that things change. My mom always says life is always changing. Sometimes we feel like you're stuck in the situation that you're in right now, but life, like I said, life is always changing. So just be open-minded that goals are going to change. Things are going to, you know, give you challenges. Just making sure not to say, okay, today I give up, I'll just start over tomorrow. No, take 5 minutes and start over then. If you don't meet your goals, it's okay. Like, It is okay. You always have that reset button, and it's very important to just focus on maybe 1 or 2 things. Like if you're not used to setting goals whatsoever, don't overwhelm yourself. Don't give yourself 23 goals to hit for the year 2022. If you have maybe 5 things you want to do for the year, that is okay. Like everybody's different, and you know, everybody has their own journey, and I definitely keep that, and you know, I always keep that dearly to me, that everybody has their own journey, because it's so easy to compare yourself to other people. I hope these tips on how I organize my yearly goals help you, and I hope they definitely make sense to you and just get you started for a brand new year. Let's just go out there and own 2022 and be the boss that I know that you can be. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really do enjoy making these types of videos, and my next video will be out, of course, next Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern time, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.